Hello, this reading is for Gemini. Let's see what the cards got to say today. Let's see what energies, meaning where you at. Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. We got the first cards. Let's see. We have movement. The first energies were the Knight of Wands. That's movement. So far, 5 cards. Another. There's 2 ponies. This is the Queen and Kings. There's an Emperor. I like Emperors. An Emperor is more of somebody's already. And that's it. Huh. 3, 6, 7. Okay, 8 cards. Let's start with 8 cards. We have 8 cards on the table. And let's see if I can get... I was trying to do 7. Let's see if I can get 7. The major energy right here is the star. The star is the soul, your life purpose. You feeling more healing after a lot. You're healing too. And I love the nudity of the soul. The soul that's coming aware of what it is. When I see a naked body, it's like there's nothing to hide. The Emperor is in a stage of wisdom, in a stage of being capable of picking the right choices. Very masculine, the energy too. The energy of judgment. Judgment is a major energy of picking, of judging things for what they are. And I love it because the Emperor is that energy. The Emperor is the energy of this is what it is. This is reality. There's no sugar coating it. There's nothing. Logic, not emotional. Let's see. The 6. I'm seeing a chariot. That's another major movement. But it's movement done. The chariot is a major, I'm going to move, but I'm moving with knowledge, with experience, with a better understanding. That's the chariot. It is the Emperor. The Emperor is the High Priestess, the Magician, an Ace. The energy of the Aces of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a feminine energy, is an earth energy, is an energy of making that one coin into 1,000 coins or 100 coins. It is working the material, the land, working with the material world, doubling, making yourself abundance. It's like you plant a seed. That seed is gonna, let's say that seed will become one plant. That plant will have 20 flowers. You know, it all came from one seed. That seed will feed like 20 honeybees. Or you will have 10 flowers that you can sell from one seed. You understand me? Oh, whoa. Building, the 2 of Cups. Okay. And one more. Let's see. And that's it. The Hangman. Why is this on? Hangman is, it could be delayed, but it could be very much aware of the 2 of Cups. So, Gemini, I'm here with you. You have energy. You have the energy of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, it is somebody, it's movement, period. And it's fire energy. When I mean fire energy, meaning you're moving. Your hands are moving. You're doing stuff. You're building in the real world. The Wands is about earth. It's about building stuff. Having a desire, a true desire to actually do the work. It is movement. And a knight is a soldier. A knight is somebody who actually what do soldiers do? They go into the battlefield. He's going into the battlefield of desire. This is what I want. And it's the fire pony. It is the desire of what making is the desire of completing something on earth. It is using the mind. It is in the mind is using the energy of the body in the correct way to move it in the real world. This is not somebody sitting. This is not sitting down. No, that's a movement card. In the next card was the star. The star is your soul's wish, your soul's desire, your soul's path. There is nowhere to go. This is, somebody pointed this out. There's no walk. She is somewhere in the woods. There's not a, she's in the woods. There's no walk. This is the inner soul being healed, being aware of their path, being extremely sincere with who they are. That beautiful water, those waters that feed the earth, there's no clouds. Do you see any clouds in the sky? There's no clouds, but nothing but the star. And there's a star like all your wishes, but there's this one, the main one. The bird, there's a beautiful bird. Birds are supposed to be the mind, but the bird still not quite under her control, but it's there. And it's passionately moving and doing the work of what the soul needs, what the soul really came on earth to do. Gemini, if you have that inner thing about you, which the queen, I have the queen of cups, the queen of cups. The queen of all queens are a water energy, are emotions. But the queen of cups is the extra one, because she is more like, we have the queen of swords here, which is more logical. She is very aware how the earth works, how the laws of the earth, how human society works. This queen is very aware of her emotions, but not only that, she's aware of all the people's emotions, and she can emotionally understand people. She can put herself in those people's shoes. She knows they're human, that she is human. She knows that humans are not perfect. Therefore, she understands the nature of being a human, the imperfection and the glorious thing, because it's beautiful to be a human, to be honest. Humans can literally look at the universe and say, wow, there is a higher being that has given the energy to create, things. And for me to, and it's aware that you are part of that being. But here it is telling me that you, Gemini, are fully emotionally connected to your wish. There's you have wishes, but there is the one that makes you and I'm gonna say every human on this earth wants to be happy. That's 100%. Everybody said, oh no, my goal is money. Why do you want money? Because it brings you joy. You connect money with joy. But anyways, the purpose of every human on this earth is to have that emotional happiness, that which is to continue that state of happiness, which on earth you can have it, but because you have a human body, you have emotions, and you're not always going to be happy. You have to go through the emotions of sadness, depression, somewhat joy, some happiness. You have a human body with emotions, period. Now, I have an emperor energy. The emperor energy is very masculine. And it might be that you, Gemini, and I'm saying you, are finally touching on your masculine energy. That you are fully connecting not only with your feminine energy, but with your masculine energy. The masculine energy, women have it, and we can go into it is what it is. This is how society works. This is how logic works. To have this, I must do all these steps. And those steps take time. And because I need to focus on this thing to achieve it in this period of time. Let's say that you want to have a degree, and that means X amount of years will be focused on studying and getting the grades. I have to achieve X amount of point average in my scores, and then but that requires a lot of study. That means you have to sacrifice all the things. In this world, everybody has to sacrifice, period. You have to do a sacrifice to achieve certain things demand your sacrifice. For you to have marriage, you will sacrifice your singlehood. For you, once you become a mother, you sacrifice a part of yourself, or a father. You have to this everybody has to sacrifice. You just have to be aware what you want and what that requires you to sacrifice, and be okay with the sacrifice. Do not be bitter. So you're in touch very much. Your masculine and your feminine here, you're harnessing the beautiful, logical emperor energy. And I have my queen, my beautiful queen of swords. My queen of swords is a divorcee, is a widow, or a woman through life experience has a sharp intellect. My queen of cups, for her to become a queen of cups, she has to go through experiences of being in other people's shoes, being in situations to acquire that emotional intelligence. You are finally harnessing your emotional intelligence and your logic. You are in the masculine, because you're like, the reason I'm having these emotions are because of this. And it's okay for me to have these emotions. You're very logical about your emotions too, but very spiritual aware too, because I love the star. The star next to the Queen of Cups, very much in touch with the soul and the soul's purpose and your wish, and very much doing the work with passion, to get to that wish. The masculine energy, Gemini, with you, it's running, it's good. Now, there is arguments, they're coming, because I see the King of Swords. The King of Swords, not the King of Swords, the Knight. The Knight of Swords is coming. The Knight is the minor arcanas. It is a court card. These are court cards. It is coming your way. It is coming to speak with you. There's arguments that will come to you, Gemini, but you are in the Emperor energy. You are in the logic. The Queen of Swords is not even, I would even say extra logical. I'm not saying cold, but you see the clouds, and her head is above the clouds, and it's in a clear sky. She can see the bird. Her sword is up, and this whatever's coming your way, with this, and I must say it's about finances, Gemini, because I see the nine of Pentacles is here, and the Four of Pentacles. It's coming your way, but you need, like the Emperor. You see how everybody's sitting down? Keep your head above the cloudiness. Keep that mind sharp. Yes, there is an energy approaching you that wants to talk about. Because the next energy is the energy of somebody who's single, happy, but yet the Knight of Swords is coming with the energy of somebody who who's materially happy, who's physically happy, whose mind, it's it's like this is supposed to be the materially satisfied and single. And there's a material of like holding to what you got, or they want to hold on to you too. They might want to hold on to you and they want to speak to you. And they could become, it could become an argument, or it can just become a very passionate discussion. But maybe they want to talk to you because now you're moving towards your wish and you're more logical about your emotions. You're very much aware of your emotions. You can put yourself in other people's shoes, but you can be logical, not to give too much. And there's somebody who is happily single. They're very happy being single, and they want to talk to you. And it might come in hot because this is like moving hot. Gemini, then I have judgment. I have the energy of the king, the emperor, who makes the right calls. I have my sharp queen of swords, who is understand what needs to be cut, what needs to be speaked. This card speaks, and so does this. That's what I'm saying. Watch out for the arguments, and it might come from somebody who's happily single, who have a stable job, who have material gain. And then I have the energy of the four. When I look at the four, it's somebody holding on to the singlehood. I mean, if you want to be single, you want to hold on to being single, good for you. I don't know what you want, Gemini. Because if you're trying to get to your wish, I don't know what your wish is. But there is a two of cup. I don't know, Gemini. Somebody wants to come in, and somebody who's seems very happily single, and they hold on to what they have. But judgment here is make the right call. It's a big decision, and the decision is that I have somebody moving on. And when I say moving on, it's because it is what emotionally will fulfill them. Judgment call on whatever, whoever's coming to you, hon, you make the call that you're moving on. I have the energy of a boat. It's a boat. The boat is moving to different waters. There's some waters that are right here. There's a part of you that is nice and it's okay. It is what it is. And there's another one of you that doubts it. The waters you see here, I don't know if you can see it, but the waters here are rough. Well, the waters here are serene. So there's like the two. Oh, okay, it's Gemini. I get it. But you're gonna move on. There's the masculine energy, that logic, getting the feminine, that which is the emotions get you up, moving up. There's the inner child. I was the innocent part. There's the middleman, the inner child. And there's the six of swords. These are your thoughts. This is experience that have happened to you. But we're moving on. The right decision, the right judgment, the right thing that these cards are telling me, the right thing for you to do is to move on. Move on. And it says that you here, and the reason for move on is because you have the Chariot. Again, the Chariot is the Emperor, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Magician. I forgot who else is here. The Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Wish is here. The Star is here too. It's the Chariot got everything it needs for this journey. The Chariot is moving. It's moving. There's the wheels. Even the wheel is here. You see the wheels are there? The Sphinx is here. It's moving. It's moving. I don't know why I keep hearing that, but it's moving. It is moving on with experience. The right judgment call here is to move on. Move. Move to a place that emotionally, the choice is clear, Gemini. Sit down and say, if I stay and feel that emotion of staying, if the emotion of staying makes you feel sad and dread, like, oh, it's not, if you start, then that's not the right choice. If the right choice is, I have to let go. If I let go, I'll be okay, I'll be fine. And listen to the emotions that are speaking to you. If it feels okay to move on, then move on. And it says that you have all the tools to go on. So you have all the tools to move, and your need to move. You're going to try to figure out the 7 of Cups. The sevens are lessons and tests, and it's asking you, you need to pick here. One of these cups, what is going to emotionally fulfill you. And emotionally fulfill you, I think it is something that can grow, and it's finances. I think you're trying to find yourself that if you were more financially, I guess, secure, that will open up something for you. And then I have the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups to me sometimes it's like, sometimes I think of it as yourself, loving yourself. It could be that somebody does genuinely love you. So most people say it's like, it's 2 people who have who feel emotional, that they do feel for each other. But sometimes I look at the 2 of Cups, it's like two twins giving each other, like, it's you giving to yourself that emotional need. But anyways, the 7 of Cups is, I'm looking at the financial, because one of these cups, there's jewels, money basically, and it's like that financial stability. The Ace of Pentacles are energies that you're trying to manifest on earth. That one, with that one ace, which is earth energy, which is female energy. We call it female energy because with the ace you create abundance. It's birthing something. Without ace, let's say you buy a sack of seeds, you plant those seeds, it will take time for the plants to grow and give you vegetables. You will have 100 vegetables, you can sell them, and that one coin becomes 10 coins. Do you understand it? The pentacle is fertility. What can you buy to make your garden more fertile? To bring you that emotional balance. Because there's 2 cups. That's balance to me too. But there is the Hangman. The Hangman puts themselves, this is no movement. Once you make this choice, I would say, Gemini, the right choice, you need to sit down, because you have everything you need to move on. You really do. You're going to have to pick something that emotionally will satisfy. And I think more finances is the ones you will pick, because the finances will bring you, we on earth, if you can pay your, you pay your rent, you have your food, you have a little money for your, emergencies, life is good. Now, how much? Some people want $1 billion. Some people want $1 million. Some people maybe just want to make an extra 20 or 30,000 more. It's the level. What will satisfy you? Do you want to eat one slice of pizza, or do you want to eat the whole box? What will satisfy you? And understanding that if you were to eat the whole pizza, it's gonna damage your health in the long run. It's be very aware of what you pick, and don't be a glutton, because some people become gluttons and they damage themselves. Like companies, let's put it, say Amazon, by hoarding all that money, is hurting human society. It is hurting the human spirit. You can make your money, but don't be a glutton. You understand that? You know, make your money, feel happy. But do you need to live in a mansion, or do you want to live in a beautiful little house in a beautiful neighborhood with good people who work? Or do you want to live in a big mansion that you have to maintain with a lot of money nonstop? Do you understand? It's just when that money comes, don't keep saying, well, if I make 30,000 more, if I make 50,000, be know when you're good. Know, be present and know when you're good. The hangman puts themselves in a different position to see things in a different way, to be enlightened. The hangman it's no movement, but trying to figure it out. Once you move, once you make the right judgment call, because you're dealing with somebody here, there's something coming your way. And I think it's somebody who's happily single. And they might be single. They might not, they will give you a great time, but that's it. I don't think that they will give you anything else. You need to make a judgment call on these people. And I'm going to tell you, stop the texting, Gemini. Look at people face to face. Look at their body language. Look at the words they're speaking to you. And then look at the action. If they're just talking with no actions, Gemini, do not get emotionally trapped. Be careful. Make the right judgment call. And the right judgment call is to move on. Once you have done that, you're going to be in the position of the chariot to move. But emotionally, you need to pick what you need. And I feel the Ace of Pentacles is to create. And there's, like I said, I feel this could be somebody you really like and they like you, or it could just, to me, it could be just your soul giving to each other. Okay, let me see. Ten of Pentacles, legacy. Ten of Pentacles. The tens are supposed to be completion, finishing. I don't see the World card here, but it's finishing something with a legacy with the family. Some poor decisions. Because then, you know, the last card, you might have a little bit of struggle within the ten of dealing with the family finances. No wonder that you will wanna. You're dealing right now with something. You know, we have the Seven of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. Something within your finances, within your family it's not quite there. So your head is giving you a little bit too much. 10. The Ten of Swords is feelings. It's things that has happened to you. It's feelings about the choices people make. But even if that person was the one who stabbed you in the back, you have to always remember you picked that person. So therefore you kind of pick this person that stabbed you. It is something to deal with family matters. It's not gonna. It's another 10. We have the 10. You're dealing with family matters that need your mental sharpness. It is unfair. It is egotistic. But it is what it is. If you don't have a time machine, Gemini, it is what it is. Whatever choice you made, whatever choice they made, it is in the past. It is done. We can only fix what's in the present. We have the Ten of Cups. Satisfaction. a message, a page of swords, who's supposed to be clever. I have my Queen of Wands. I love a Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands she's been through a lot to get to her position. She's my witch, but not only that, she's my, who has done her spiritual work. It sucks that whatever it is with the family will emotionally hurt you, but it's for the better. Some people are going to get away with crap. Everybody has their own goals, and things are moving right now. Gemini, I think this has to do more with your family. I think some people want to approach you, but it's coming down to right now. When it comes to the legacy with your family, you have to deal with drama within the family, a little stab in the back. But always remember, everybody makes the choices. Even you make your own choices on this. And we're going to soldier on, because everybody's here for 75 years. That's the average age. I don't know how old you are. You must be older. At least I would say 35 and up. We're moving on, Gemini. You can have that which fulfills your soul. You can. But you have to deal with this family drama. And it's funny, I had the same thing with Aries. Aries was trying to finish a lot of work with their family. Here, you're going to get your 10 of Cups. You're going to be very clever, because I like this page. This page is very clever, very intuitive. I like this one, the Queen of Wands. She's a doer. She is what you do is what you get in life. That's one of her phrases. What you do is what you get. And yeah, there's going to be some sadness, but it is what it is. If you make certain choices that came to this outcome, I did it because I was in that state of mind, or they were in the state of mind. It is what it is. I don't have a time machine. I'm going to focus on what I have left and my future, and how can I make myself happy. It's done. I'm moving on. I don't have a time machine. There's gonna feel there is that mental energy of sneakiness and unfairness, that people are trying to get away with shit, because here everybody has their own one. Everybody has their own ideas, have to do this, and things are moving. They're not yet done. You haven't completed this yet. The energy is of unfairness, stabbed in the back. It is within the family. No wonder this 10 of Pentacles will emotionally free you. You have to deal with that. This is family matters. Gemini, everything will be okay. And what I mean everything will be okay is because the choices of the past cannot be changed, only the choices of the future. You did what you did because you were in that state of mind. Either you had nobody to help you, you had no knowledge, maybe you did not seek knowledge or ask for help, or you were stubborn, or you were afraid. That's the reasons you pick what you pick, Gemini. And that's why those choices were made. That if you can't change the past, you can forgive yourself and move on. And that's the only thing you have. Forgive yourself and move on. I did what I did because I was that person at that time. Now I know better than to do that. You're moving on, Gemini, please. You're not going to torment yourself. You're not going to be in a 9 of Swords. No. That doesn't serve you. That makes you sick. Say, I did this, I'm guilty of this, or they did this, but it's in the past. Let's see what it's left and let's move on. Your life does not have to be a crying thing. We can do this. People want what they want, and people are fighting, and things are moving. But at the end, Gemini, you are Queen of Wands too. You are clever enough, even though this is so new to you, you have never done this before. You're clever enough to know where your happiness is at. And there's always tomorrow. There's always sadness is here, happiness will come. Once you're happy, know that sadness will come. It is called the wheel, and it cycles. Don't get stuck in the sadness of the past. No. And for whoever this person is, if they're upset that they did something to you, like they could have been ghosting you and they feel bad about that. It could be that too. It is what it is. Who they were 5 years ago might not be the person who they are now. Texting is cool, but you need to meet that person and look at them face to face and look at their body language. You need to learn about body language and dating. YouTube has so much knowledge. It's the Akasha records of getting into relationships. And you can tell when people are telling you bullshit. They're telling you bullshit or they're telling you the truth. And that's what, like, I love doing tarot, but I don't like people who watch tarot every day. It could make them sick and confused. But anyways, Gemini, please do your research, and you don't got a no time machine, so you can move on. Remember that. Anyways, hope you have a good day. Bye. Sorry for making it too long.